So what's the third one? Third one would be body fat. Now, notice I didn't say BMI. BMI is a measure of your height versus your weight, and then a percentage of that. It's not really very accurate, in my opinion, because it does not take into account lean body mass. So BMI stands for body mass index is what it stands for. So people with a lot of lean body mass, myself included, my BMI can be over 27 sometimes, especially when I'm out of season, and maybe even higher. I don't even know what it is because I don't calculate it, because I don't care. Because I have a lot of lean body mass and I'm not very tall, so my BMI looks like I'm obese, at least not metabolically healthy. And that's why I don't like BMI. It's body fat. Body fat, what's important? So body composition. You want lean body mass. You don't want a lot of body fat. Now, there are studies out there to say that for women, over 36% body fat is considered. There's some study out there that you're going to have some kind of cardiac event within a few years, and 34% for women or something. I don't even remember the details of the study. All it's 36 and 34 is a lot of body fat. I personally think, I know when you look at charts for men, they'll talk about how it's as we age, we can have more body fat, and that's what's normal. I don't like normal. I personally think for men, 10%, no more than 15% body fat. And I think the average American has over 35%. You think about that. Think about 35% body fat. Your body is 35% fat. That's horrible. That can't be good for you. Do you think your heart is going to pump efficiently with all that fat? No. All that fat and extra weight? No, it's not going to. That's when people start having problems. So body fat is easier to measure. Again, it's like VO2 max. It is a estimate. No matter how you measure body fat, it's an estimate. There's the pinch caliber test. I think that works. You can buy these little calipers and it teaches you how to do it. You can do it yourself or have somebody else do it. It's probably the best, because they won't necessarily cheat, and they'll do the same pressure each time. That's a way. I personally think one of the best ways is, and I know some people think this is bogus, but again, it is just an estimate. Tanita makes a great body fat measurement scale. Tanita, TANITA. And it uses electrical impedance to shoot up through your body and measure the amount of water and muscle mass and bone in your body and fat. Again, it's an estimate. And again, if you start with that estimate, just use that as the starting number, and it's all relative, and you just progress from there. So here's one of the things about that scale. This just shows that their calculations are not perfect. If you're an athlete, it miscalculates it, and it will calculate you too high on body fat. So they have an athlete model scale. And that's the one that I use. And I think it's relatively accurate. Just use it as a guideline like you would any measurement. The other ways you can do it is a dunk tank method. Here's again, they're estimating, because they try to figure out how much lean body mass you have, which doesn't float very well. Fat floats because fat is lighter than water. But here's one of the things: they have you blow all your air out of your lungs, because obviously air makes you more buoyant. Well, again, they're guessing how much air you have left in your lungs. So again, it's an estimate. And the DEXA scans are an estimate too. DEXA scans are becoming more common though, and easier to access and less expensive. So that's also a way. I think a Tanita body fat machine is the most accessible, least expensive, I think it's repeatable, and it's in your house. And here's one of the other things, use the mirror. You'll know in the mirror if you're losing body fat.